Alright, after finally putting order to chaos and organizing my shelf, by the fair but the slightly soulless metric of price tag, it is time to start drinking from 10 and judging each bottle by the content of its characters. Tonight's pour, a $30 cocktail car classic versus a $90 craft rye. But in a blind tasting, does the price tag actually matter? Join us to figure it out. This is the Pour Off. First up, Rittenhouse Rye, bottled in bond, 100 proof, and usually sitting below $30. For a lot of people, this is the cocktail car workhorse, the rye that shows up whenever you order a Manhattan or an old-fashioned. But tonight, we're asking the real question. Does it belong on the top shelf or back in the cart? The defending champion, Shortbarrel Rye, finished in Tokaji sweet wine barrels, just over 100 proof and sitting around $90 on the top shelf. A craft bottle built for complexity and not really easy to find. But once the bottle disappears, will we actually taste the difference? Let's start with the nose in glass A. It's a nice whiskey golden color. The sweetness with the end of that herbal flavors that you would expect to find in a rye. Smells a lot like some Four Roses style of bourbon. It feels around the 100 marking point. These two are close to that, like one is exactly 100, the other one is a little bit above. So it's very hard for me to try to differentiate just by the nose. It smells really good, really floral. Yeah, even like it lacks a little bit of complexity. The smell that I get is good, so I'm going to give it a little bit above average and put this on a 6.5 in the smell for now. You know, those things kind of change when we do the comparison, but for a starting point, I'm going to put it at a 6.5. Let's write this bad boy over here and see what we get. Like if you compare the colors of this, I don't know how you see it on cameras, but they look so close, so close. Maybe then I will see it different once I get to the edit part of this, but it looks really close, so it's really hard for me to differentiate it. Oh, now this smells different. So this one went to the herbal side of it. This smells syrupy. It has some greatness, sweetness about it. You can still get the herbals, but the front end hits you with a sweetness, a little bit like cherry, you know, like those Mascherino cherries that you dip, that you get on your Manhattans. I'm sorry, I associate this with Manhattans probably because I use the Rittenhouse for Manhattan, so still not sure which one is which, but definitely this gives me a better nose than this one. More complex nose, where you get like that heat of sweet and the smell of herbal mixed up. This was purely herbal, purely rose petals smell, which is nice. So a 6.5 I think is good. But this one over here, oh man, this is 7.5, close into an 8, I would say. So really good. I have zero complaints about this. I will put it higher. Definitely this can get to an 8, but for now I think it's a fair putting this at a 6.5 and this at a 7.5. At this point I don't know which one is which. You may know it, so leave a comment if you think that I'm assessing this fair. Let's give it a second round smell. Yeah, this is merely herbal, but so good, so delicate, and yet it fills you in. It's a really good nose on that one. These have some kind of intense sweetness merged with the herbal. But yeah, I think the assessment is fair. I'm actually elevating this one to an 8 and leaving this on a 6.5. Let's move to the second round and taste it. Cheers, guys. So in the taste, you get the herbal right away. It's a clear reflection of the nose. You know that sometimes you find those going all the other way, but I can honestly say that the nose and the taste are very close. Feels a little bit tartish at the beginning, and then it goes out to the spice that you can feel for a while. It's a lasting spice, but not that lasting, not like a very complex. It does hit you with a punch. Yeah, herbal, tart, some kind of peppery flavor that you will expect from a rye. It's really nice. It lacks a little bit of complexity on the flavor, so I will assess this exactly around the 6.5 that I give to the nose, but again to the flavor. It's really similar, really close. Let's give Contender B a chance to respond to that. Cheers, guys. Way different. Yeah, at the beginning you got that Mascherino cherry flavor that I was mentioning, mixed with something that I would describe as beer. Take it with a grain of salt. I'm new to this of testing for other than enjoying, and it does taste to me like cherry beer at the beginning, and then it goes out to the more herbal flavors of it. The sweetness is really enjoyable. I would recommend this right away. Actually, I think I'm going to give this a higher number in the taste that I did in the nose. Palate-wise, is wonderful. Such a delicate transition between the sweetness and the spice from the rye. Now this is hard to catch when one ends and one begins. You can see it later at the finish, but amazing. I have no other words to say. I think this is going to be an 8.5 for me. Let's move over. Let's get to the finish. Yeah, this one hits you with a punch at the end. That's really good. Fortunately, it's like a mono-note punch at the end, so you don't get that much besides the herbal. It does last, so that's good, which puts this above like an average pour, but not in complexity, but in lasting of that finish. Let me try B and then I can assess it side by side. Oh guys, the finish of this, it's way longer, way more complex. So I mentioned that at the beginning on the taste you get those like cherry beer notes, which I don't know how they mix together, but they do. I promise you, they're there. And the flavor goes to the spice, which starts the finish, and then at some point of that finish it varies from that spice to some kind of cinnamon when it goes to die. But the length of that, oh man, I think I still feel the cinnamon in my mouth. It's amazing. Honestly, this goes to be an 8 also. And then this is not bad. I will give it also like a 6.5. No, comparatively this feels more like a 6, so 6, 8, 8.5. Definitely this glass is the winner, but let's make it official. See the scores. Short Barrel wins on points, no doubt there, but at zero of the price, Rittenhouse punches way above its weight class. Decision? Short Barrel stays on the top shelf, but Rittenhouse gets promoted off the cocktail card and moves up to the shelf as a daily sipper. If you have watched this far, this has been the Pour Off. Thank you for being there, thank you for the support. If you are interested in this kind of content, please hit like, subscribe, or comment if you disagree with anything that we showed today. Thanks again, and see you next time.